Horns up and welcome to a brand new episode of Headbanger's Kitchen, your one-stop shop for everything keto. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing and hit that bell so you get notifications when I upload a new video and you don't miss anything. Anyway, today we're going to be cooking up a keto dessert. We're going to be making a delicious mascarpone tart, which is going to be flavored with espresso and have chocolate ganache on the top. In fact, I don't even know what I should call it. Let me see. We can call it a coffee and chocolate mascarpone tart. I think that's the right name for the dish. Anyway, enough jibber jabber. Let's go and make that delicious mascarpone tart. Oh, and don't forget guys, I've shown you how to make mascarpone cheese at home. So just go through the channel videos and find the recipe if you need it. So we're going to start by making the base for the tart, and we're going to take 30 grams of butter and just microwave it for 30 seconds. To that we're going to add our sweetener to taste, some vanilla essence and a tablespoon of cocoa powder, and give that all a good mix. Once that's done, we're going to add in about 45 grams of almond flour to that, and once again just give it all a good mix. And that's pretty much it. Our chocolate almond flour base is ready. Now all you got to do is take that with a spoon and put it in your tart tins. Now I'm using 2 tart tins here, regular size ones, and of course I realized using the spoon was not as easy as I thought. In fact, this was much easier to do by hand. So I filled up both the tart tins with the base, and now we're going to bake it. Now I had only 2 tart tins, so I did a third one in a ramekin. You can use a ramekin right from the start, no problem. Anyway, that goes into our preheated oven at 175 degrees Celsius for 10 minutes exactly. Now while the base is cooking, we're going to make the mascarpone filling, and we're going to take 2 tablespoons of water, microwave it for 20 seconds, and then I'm going to put in a teaspoon of my favorite instant espresso powder and give that all a good mix. Then I'm going to take 200 grams of mascarpone cheese. I'm going to add some sweetener to that, some vanilla, and then I'm going to pour in that coffee that I made. Oh yeah, and then just give it all a good mix. Now I thought I'd do this with a spatula, but then, well, it was not the best thing to do, so I took out the hand mixer, and well, in 2 seconds it was done and ready. So the mascarpone cream is done. Now the base of our tart has finished cooking, and we're just going to let these cool now for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once they're cool, we're going to pour in that mascarpone cream on it. Oh yeah, that lovely espresso flavored cream. Once that's done, we're going to put these in the refrigerator to chill. And now it's time to get on to our chocolate ganache. So I'm taking 100 ml of whipping cream, and to that I'm adding some stevia. You can use whatever sweetener you like. And then I'm going to break up 3 Lindt 85% squares. Now you can use baker's chocolate, 100%, 90% Lindt. This is what I get easily in India, and I find it works the best for me. So that's why I use this. Once you've done that, microwave this for 30 seconds and then just give it all a good mix. Mix, 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 mix. And yep, that's all done. And our chocolate ganache is ready. Now the tarts have been chilling for a bit, so we're going to take them out. And we're going to cover it with the chocolate ganache. Oh yeah. Once that ganache is poured in and spread around nicely, we're going to put it away to chill till we eat it. And now finally we're going to garnish it with a wee bit of sea salt. This is just to bring out that chocolatey flavor in the ganache. It's optional, of course. And oh yeah, look at those tarts. They look absolutely delicious. The reason I did it in the tart mold was so that you could see everything. Anyway, cut it open, have a look at that cross section. Hoo hoo hoo. Time to taste, ladies and gentlemen, time to taste. Alright folks, so it's time to taste this delicious espresso and chocolate mascarpone tart with sea salt on top. And before we do that, I just need to give you a couple of pointers which I didn't do during the recipe. The first thing being the base that we made. You don't have to use almond flour. You can pretty much grind up any nuts that you have at home. So walnuts will be amazing, hazelnuts will be amazing. So you can just grind it up and make it the exact same way. That's one thing. 2. Salted butter. Now I use salted butter in the crust, and in general I would like to tell you all, please add a pinch of salt if you're using unsalted butter, and especially when you're working with chocolate, because that really brings out the chocolatey umami if you do that. So that's another point I'd like to sort of let you guys in on. And yeah, I think enough jibber jabber, let's taste. Oh ho 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 ho, ah. Do the Indian head nod, it's so good. This is my best keto dessert that I've ever made. Like, I'm not kidding. You've got that lovely nutty crumble at the bottom. You've got the espresso mascarpone mousse almost, and you've got the lovely rich chocolate, and the sea salt, just like it ties everything together. Ah, this is so good. You guys have to make this. I really hope you do. And in fact, you know what? I just make it. I want you to make it. And I'm going to go and finish the rest of this now. And I will see you on the next episode of Headbanger's Kitchen. Cheers and keep cooking. Oh, so good. Hey folks, so I got to ask you a quick question. What is your favorite dessert? If you are like me and love tiramisu, click here and watch the recipe for my keto tiramisu. If you want something chocolatey, click here for a delicious keto chocolate mousse, or maybe something a little more refreshing, our berry cheesecake. And if you like the show and want to support us monetarily, click here and join us on Patreon. Cheers and keep cooking.